All right, our lesson today is about the order of operations. And the first thing we know about order of operations is that famous acronym PEMDAS. P-E-M-D-A-S. So PEMDAS, remember, stands for parentheses. And you can write this down, parentheses. Exponent. Multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Now, this is the order that you solve the problem in. Start with your parentheses, move on to your exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Now, a very important thing to remember here is once you get to this part here with the multiplication, division, and the addition, subtraction, is that when you get to this row, it does not matter which comes first with multiplication or division. If it's multiplication then division, that's the order you do it, left to right. If it's division, multiplication, that's the order you do it, left to right. Same with addition, subtraction. You can do addition first before subtraction, or subtraction before addition. It's just whichever one comes first, left to right. So, yeah, we'll get to that more of that in examples later on. But make sure you have this written down. You can pause the video and write this down. Make sure you have this written down for your notes. So let's do an example. Let's start off simple. We'll do 72 divided by 9 plus 7. Okay, so because we're PEMDAS, we can write that down over here for reference. Okay, so we look at for parentheses. Do we have any? Obviously not. Exponents, no exponents in this one. Multiplication, no. But division we have. So division we have here first. So we have to do this part first. 72 divided by 9. And when we do that, we know that answer is 8. So now we have that. We can bring down the rest of our problem plus 7. And we just finish it out. 8 plus 7, and that equals 15. And that is our answer. Let's try a different one. 2 plus 7 times 5. Once again, we look, no parentheses, no exponents, but multiplication we have right here. Now, notice that our addition does come before the multiplication, but order of operations says we must do the multiplication before we do the addition. So, let's do our multiplication first. We do 7 times 5, and we know that equals 35. We can bring down our 2 and our addition sign and finish the problem out. 2 plus 35 equals 37. Simple, right? Let's get a little more. 48 divided by parentheses 4 plus 4 and close parentheses. So we look. Our first is parentheses, and look, we have that right here. So even though it is addition inside, and we know that comes after multiple division, we must do the parentheses first, whatever is inside the parentheses. So we see that it's 4 plus 4. We do that first, so 4 plus 4 we know is 8. We bring down our 48 and our division sign, and we finish the problem. 48 divided by 8 equals 6. Easy peasy. Let's try something a little more complicated. 20 divided by parentheses 4 minus parentheses 10 minus 8 parentheses parentheses. So if you look here, we have two sets of parentheses. We have our inside parentheses and we have our outside parentheses. So when you have this situation, we still do parentheses first, but we must do the inside parentheses before we do the outside. So start here. 10 minus 8. Well, we know that 10 minus 8 is 2. Bring down the rest of the problem. 20 divided by parentheses 4 minus parentheses. So now we continue our parentheses here. 4 minus 2. We know that when we do that, we get 2. Bring down our 20 and our division sign.
Good morning, Mrs. Boyle.
And we finish the problem.
Please dial the front office. Mrs. Boyle, please dial the front front office.
20 divided by 2 equals 10. And that's our answer. One last problem before I give it over to you. Five minus 3 plus 2. Now this is a very simple equation, but I just want to point out I just wanted to show you how it works when you have addition and subtraction in the same row. Now just because addition comes before subtraction in our PEMDAS, it does not mean we do the addition first here in this problem before we do subtraction. We must, you have to think of these as kind of grouped together. Our multiplication division is grouped together. Our addition subtraction is grouped together. Whichever one comes first, left to right, is the one you do first. So in this problem, because it's subtraction and addition, we just go left to right. There's nothing else to do. So we start with our 5 minus 3, which is 2, plus 2 equals 4. Now, if you were to do it the other way, if you were to do addition first, you would get 3 plus 2 is 5, and then 5 minus 5 equals 0, and that's not the right answer. Start with your left to right. 5 minus 3 is 2, plus 2 equals 4. That's our answer.